fall. You are alone, child. There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people. I will command a great and terrible army, and we will sail to 1 billion worlds. We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end.
Guys, in all seriousness, J-Dub just had one of the best years a man could ever ask for. No dickies. Averaged 22, 5, and 5. Making all NBA team. Making all defensive team. Still getting down on. Still getting hated on. Have one of the best finals performances we've ever seen, dropping 40 when it mattered the most. Winning a championship. Proving all the haters wrong. Retiring his parents. Getting money. This is every man's dream, and he just lived it. He is one of the most well-rounded basketball players in the league. And he does so many things to make a team elite. This is why the Thunder needed him to win a chip. Now, usually when it comes to these conversations, people start off with the guy's offense, his bag. But I don't want to get to that just yet. I want to get into the best part of J-Dub's game, in my honest opinion. That's his defense. Now, I'm going to say this right now. J-Dub is the best defensive wing in basketball as we speak. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it a step further. I love my guy, Evan Mobley. I am part of We the Big Nation for sure. That being said, my boy J-Dub deserves the deep.
You need to leave.
So I know what y'all are about to say. Calm down, hear me out. Is J-Dub the best defender on the Thunder team when everyone's healthy? No, he's not. But not everyone was healthy this season. Our two best defenders outside of him, and Alex Caruso and Chet Holmgren, missed the games played requirement in order for them to win depoy. So obviously, I'm not having them in this conversation. Two missing so many games, the Thunder were able to maintain an elite defense. I think a lot of that had to do with J-Dub. He's one of the most well-rounded defenders in the NBA. We're talking about a guy who damn near can guard 1 through 5 at 6'6". A guy. You simply just can't score. I mean, you dribble the roll around this guy, play with it. Next thing you know, he's on the other end, celebrate. A guy who's a planetary level passing lane threat, as he is top 10 in deflections. A guy who's damn near an elite screen navigator, despite that being one of his weaknesses last year, which is so odd. One of the best low man weak side rim protectors in the league, as guys shoot 11 points worse when he's protecting the rim. Now, statistically speaking, he's a better rim protector than both Draymond Green and Evan Mobley.
What?
I said it. I said it. I said it. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Now, obviously, Mobley contested more shots than J-Dub. He's a big, that's how it's supposed to go. But Draymond Green, on the other hand, the guy was being thrusted into depoy conversations. He contested the same amount of shots around the rim, and yeah, he shot way worse when J-Dub was defending. I'm just saying. Not only can he do that, he's also elite at the nail. The guy can literally do everything on that end of the court. And yet, he still did not get the recognition he deserved. He should have made first team, and he should have won depoy. Mobley is great, but my guy is just better. Sorry. Now, I want y'all to think about this for a second. Jacob was consistently taking on the second best scoring option on the opposing team. He was doing whatever the team asked him to do defensively. And yet, he was still hooping offensively, bro. Like I said earlier, this guy was averaging 22, 5, and 5 on really solid efficiency. He was still able to show us his bag. I'm talking about step back, bump meaty from the mid-range. He was still showing us that he's one of the most efficient high-volume mid-range shooters in the NBA, right? He still had the 3-ball on him, despite dealing with the injury throughout the entire season in the playoffs. He still was getting to the rim, still unstoppable there. And not only that, one of his bigger improvements, and I know it's small, he improved on his ability to get to the line. Now, in my opinion, the best part about that, and really just this entire year, is this guy has officially beat the Shea allegations. Yes, goddamn. Let's get my boy Ed. He beat him. Prior to this season, a lot of people had questions. Can this man run a unit without Shea on the basketball court? Is he trustworthy with the ball in his hands? And we saw throughout the season that this question was still not answered properly. Because if I'm being honest with you, when J-Dub had the ball in his hands running second units, the offense got worse. But in the playoffs, it was a completely different story. You see, when Shea was on the court with J-Dub during the playoffs, the team's offensive rating was about 115. Pretty solid, right? When you remove Shea from that, the offensive rating was 120. J-Dub ran one of the best offenses in the league when Shea was not on the basketball court. Not only that, but shout out Data Baller. This guy's numbers also drastically increased when Shea was off of the basketball court. And his efficiency did too. I don't even think those numbers do him justice, because throughout the entire playoffs, there were times where J-Dub was carrying this team, making big play after big play, dropping 40 in the finals. I mean, the guy was absolutely incredible. And the crazy part about it is he did this while playing like future Gohan. How many players in the league are doing that? Not many. Now, I talked about Dub's game in full light. Talked about what he was able to do on the basketball court these past 2 seasons. But I know I'm gonna contradict myself. I don't think either of those things are the best part about his game. I think the best part about J-Dub is the fact that he's not finished. Yes, y'all, this is not his final form, because J-Dub is still young and he still has room to improve on some of his bigger mistakes. Because like we all know, J-Dub is not a perfect basketball player. Like, I still think he can improve as a finisher and draw. You know, sometimes I feel like he's playing off of one foot. He's getting knocked off balance pretty easily, despite how strong he is. Another one of his weaknesses, in my opinion, is the fact that he also doesn't utilize his strength enough. The guy is a bulldozer, and sometimes I feel like he's avoiding contact. I also wish there was a little bit more versatility with his arm ball scoring game. Like, something I truly wish he added to his bag would be like a post game. Some way to utilize that strength a lot better and make him just a deadlier scorer with the ball in his hands. Not just this though, I think Dub could become a better passer from certain areas. Sometimes I feel like he has tunnel vision and he's missing interior reads. And the last and final thing that I truly want him to improve on this offseason is really just his ability to get to the line, which he already showed he could do that in the finals. Yeah, like 2 10+ free throw games, which is pretty impressive, but I believe he can get more. Now, if he were to fix these weaknesses, I kid you guys not, he would be HGH. AKA LeBron. One of the most unstoppable human beings we've ever seen on this earth. Now, can he reach those heights? He probably can, man. He's just gonna need some offseason work. Now, if Dub were healthy, which he isn't, you know, prayers to Dub, hopefully your wrist gets better. But if he was healthy and he had to work out with some current or former NBA players this offseason to help him improve his basketball game, here are the players that I'd have him work out. For starters, I'd have him work out with the guy that I just compared him to, LeBron James. Now, I think there are a lot of things he can take from Bron, obviously. But one of the things that Bron is so good at, LeBron's ability to utilize his strength. Bron is so good at that. And I don't care if people slander him for that, because that's what he's supposed to. Bron utilizes his strength when it comes to screen setting, when it comes to duck-in for easy points on smaller players, when it comes to driving the basketball, and most importantly, when it comes to post-ups. Now, Bron is not the most skilled human being in the league. He's not the king down there on the block, but he still knows how to lower his shoulder and completely eviscerate opponents when it comes to him getting to the basket. Dub could really take that from his game and just take his game to a completely different level. But that's not the only thing that he could take from LeBron. LeBron is one of the best passers the NBA has ever seen. And that's a lot of that has to do with his processing, him knowing how to take advantage of certain areas, certain angles. He's really good at what he does, and his accuracy is absolutely insane. This is the most plays I ever do with LeBron on this channel, by the way, but the guy is truly incredible. And Dub could really learn from him, really learn how he sees the game. That's one of the guys I'd have him work out with. Another guy would be Jimmy G Buckets. Now, I know I clown Butler. I call him Clint Capella. I say he has no skills, and that's all true. That being said, Jimmy Butler has something that separates him from all the Capellas. And it's A, his ability to use his strength, another person who's good at that, but B, his ability to play off of 2 feet. One of the things I mentioned earlier is that J-Dub plays off of 1 foot way too much for my liking. And the reason why I don't like it is because when he's doing that, a lot of times he's getting knocked off balance. Whether it's a foul or not, it's usually leading to a lot of unsuccessful drives. Now, if he were to play off of 2 feet, guess what happens? It's a lot easier to balance on 2 feet than it is 1. And another thing that you truly unlock when you do that is the ability to draw more fouls, which Jimmy Butler is an absolute master at. The jump stops, the pump fakes, you know, it just makes you a lot deadlier as a scorer and an overall foul baiter. And we all know in this league, in order for you to reach the God tier of basketball players, you need to be able to get to the line at an elite rate. So those are the things that I think he could truly take from Jimmy Butler. And if he takes what he learns from Jimmy and takes what he learns from LeBron James, this whole rigatoni Randall talk will be deceased. Anyways, great video, guys. I truly hope you guys understand how good of a basketball player J-Dub is, and the fact that this Thunder team is not finished. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that we got Bron George on our team. You know what I mean? Anyways, hopefully y'all like and subscribe, love this video. You know, I'm back for good. Anyways, yeah.